Yes. Hi, Virgos and Gemini. Compatibility. Well, if you have your ascendant or sun in Gemini, to a lesser degree the sun, usually the ascendant is stronger, and there is a Virgo in your life. A Virgo comes into your life, maybe a child, a partner, a lover, a boss, a friend, whatever. They will trigger for the Gemini ascendant or sun person the fourth house. And the fourth house is very much an inward house. It's the bottom of the horoscope, is the foundation of the horoscope. And usually the foundation that we build our life on is emotional stability that we have, is how we feel within ourselves. If you feel stable, and if you feel emotionally secure, and if you feel happy within yourself, you have a great foundation. You have a great foundation to build your life. But this is not something you look for outside in the world. So a Virgo will very much stimulate into a Gemini, by personal example, positive or negative, to look within themselves for happiness, to try and build a stronger foundation in their life. And usually how we build a stronger foundation is by having family, by buying property, by owning things. That's why fourth house also rules the family, the home, the relationship with parents and your closest and nearest, because this is what gives us a strong foundation in life. This good relationship with your family, a good foundation where to work from, a family property, a personal property, or or having your own family, creating your own family. So for a Gemini ascendant in particular, Virgo can come into their life. And even if it's a Gemini ascendant person or sun who never wanted to settle, here comes a Virgo, and all of a sudden the person might want to settle more, might want to start their own family, might want to buy property. They might be feeling jealous of a friend who is Virgo, who has great property, and they say, right, I'm gonna have a better one, so I'm gonna buy one. Or or just they might just really respect how some Virgo is handling their home affairs, and they would want to emulate it, and it triggers them more to focus on the basic things in life: family, property, vehicle. Fourth house rules car as well. So these essential things that make us feel secure in life. But it's not always this way, sometimes it's just that the Virgo person can trigger the desire in the Gemini person to look inside, to look for happiness inside rather than in the outside world. A Virgo person can give, by personal example, to a Gemini to see that happiness is not in achievements, is not in getting big promotions, is not in impressing the neighbors or impressing society. It is by your own balance. So a Virgo person can be great counselor for a Gemini to balance the emotions of a Gemini, can be a great friend that will soothe the Gemini emotionally, that the Gemini can kind of give a, that can feel very much at home with, can feel that the Gemini person can feel a Virgo person like part of their own family. They can almost feel like the Virgo person is a mother or parental figure to them, or the opposite way, that the Gemini is the parental figure to the Virgo person, because fourth house rules one of the parents, usually the mother. So they can be a mother-child, motherly kind of feelings between the couple or between the two people. And like protective feeling, the Gemini the Virgo can also stimulate the maternal feelings of a Gemini. Say you have a playboy guy and there is a Virgo woman that comes, Virgo moon or Virgo ascendant or Virgo sun woman that comes into the life of this Gemini ascendant guy. Usually the ascendant is the most powerful, and this guy all of a sudden wants to become a parent. Or it's a woman with ascendant in Gemini, a guy comes, or a friend Virgo comes into her life, a woman, another Virgo, and she all of a sudden wants to motherhood. Her maternal instincts are triggered better, stronger, but usually it can be about settling, about emotionally balancing yourself, that a Virgo can help a Gemini. And sometimes they can do it in a negative way, by the Virgo person being so unbalanced, pressing so much the buttons of the Gemini person, that the Gemini person saying, having no option but to balance themselves in order to kind of correct the partnership. If the Gemini person, for instance, if the Virgo person is extremely imbalanced person, which sometimes can happen, the Gemini person is in a relationship with this person, they try to rebalance their own emotional stability and reliability in order to balance the relationship. Okay, so let me not make it too complex. What if your ascendant is in Virgo? or your sun is in Virgo, then the Gemini person will trigger the 10th house for the Virgo ascendant or sun. The 10th house is just the opposite of the 4th. It's career, it's ambition, it's achievements in the world. And so the Gemini person will be very much, say you have a Virgo man, Virgo ascendant man, and he meets a Gemini woman, sun in Gemini or moon in Gemini, and she would really trigger his desire to become more ambitious, to achieve more. Actually, she can help him gain better positions in the world. She can make him famous sometimes, so she can make him more well-known. Or she can be just such a great businesswoman herself that he feels inspired to follow her example. Or she can be a house lady, a housewoman, but she can be so supportive, or she can push his buttons to make him more ambitious, so he can achieve more into the world. So you see how Gemini does the opposite for Virgo. Gemini makes the Virgo go out into the world, follow their dreams, achieve the highest potential they can, because the 10th house is the highest house in the horoscope. It's the most visible, what you leave behind, basically as reputation, as career, as your worldly actions, while the 4th house that is the lowest one, which is the foundation, the security, the family. The 10th house is the career. So Gemini would trigger the career. Maybe they can be a bosses. More Gemini, Virgo or ascendant people can more often have Gemini sun or moon or ascendant type of bosses. Or manager figures or authority figures above them, or just inspirational figures that the Virgo ascendant person is trying to emulate, and to achieve their goals and to achieve their dreams, and high ambitions, make you more ambitious, more productive. 10th house is the house of the actions that you do, which leave a mark, which impact the world somehow, which is usually our career. So these people, Gemini, can help Virgos with the career, while Virgos will make Gemini more introspective, to look for the happiness within themselves, more willing to set roots, to find that happiness comes from family, from those basic things, to sort out those basic things like family, settling, home, settling your emotions. So yes, that's a very interesting and very stimulating relationship between Gemini and Virgos. Actually, modern astrologers will tell you these are very incompatible signs. It's not true, because according to modern astrology, 90 degrees aspects between two signs, because Gemini is 90 degrees away from Virgo, is very difficult. It's kind of stressful, and it's indeed stressful, but people that we have more stressful energies between make us grow the most. They make us more ambitious. They make us, or they make us grow more emotionally, or inside. Because by being so different and by stressing each other, the more stress you have, the more resistance, the more it means that the faster you're moving. So it's often there's a great relationship for growth, for fast growth in your life. And if you're Virgo and you have a Gemini in your life, it means this person is in your life to help you be more productive, to help you be more ambitious. Maybe in the wrong way, maybe by doing something wrong, that you develop your career somehow because of this person, or your ambition, or goals and projects, or inspiration of what to do. And the Virgo person is in the life of the Gemini person to settle them down emotionally, as I said. So thank you very much, and you can write your comments and say if you agree with me.